Hi, I wanted to do another video on chords. I call this my version of number theory towards chords. I was good in trying to remember dates. Let's just put it that way. Remember these numbers 1573 or the year 1573. Again, I'm going to call this the year is 1573. And all those numbers are going to correspond is the order of the scale degree that the notes are going to fall. So again, let me say that again. The order of the scale degree that the notes are going to fall. So 1573, I'm going to use two string groupings, one with the root on the A, the other one with the root on the D. Each of them are going to have four strings in that. So basically, you're talking about E, A, D, G, this string grouping for one set of chords. And the next set of chords are going to be D, G, B, E. Okay? E, A, D, G, B, D, G, B, E. Okay? So remember the formula 1573. So all that means is that the notes are going to fall. So if we do a G major 7 using the root as the A, it starts off with 1, 5, 7, and then the third. So 1573. If we do the same order of groupings but using the D string as the root, we find our G here on the 5th fret, and that's the 1, that's the 5, that's the 7, and that's the 3. So it sounds like this. Same chord, 1, 5, 7, 3. Okay? So the next thing that we do is we do a minor 7th. Minor 7th, 1, 5, 7, 3. But the 5th and the 3rd are flatted. We know that the 7 and the 3 are the last two notes. So all we're going to do is be shifting 7 and 3s this direction and holding everything the same. So for example, we have major 7. These two notes, the 7 and the 3, I'm going to shift over this way. So we just form it this way. It looks like this. Major 7th, minor 7th, flatting the 7th and the 3rd. Major 7th, minor 7th. Remember, 7 and 3 are going to fall on these string groupings. So it's going to be and again, the formula is as we just, for the minor 7th chord, all we did was flat the 7th and flat the 3rd. And I say 7 3 because that's the way it appears. The 7th comes before the 3rd, at least in the way I'm grouping it. So now you got the major 7th, got the minor 7th, major 7th, minor 7th. Now let's do a minor 7 flat at 5th. Well, remember what it says, a minor 7 flat at 5th. In the minor 7th, we had the 3rd and the 7th flatted. And now all we're going to do is flat one more, which is going to be the 5th. So minor 7th, if you start it off, looks like this. And remember, the 5th is going to be flatted. In my formula, I have 1, 5, 7, 3 as the sequential order. So you take this, the 5th, and you put it over here. Now this looks clunky. Nobody plays it like this. So all you do is shift your fingers, go like this. I like to play it like this. But so start off with the minor 7th, take the 5th, move it down 1 fret. Looks like this. It looks a little bit easier, or you can get it a little bit better using the next string groupings with the D as the root. Remember, our minor 7th looks like this. And this is our 5th. Again, the 5th is going to be this one right here. And I'm going to do is shift it over here. Again, if you were to take this finger the way I'm fingering the minor 7th and shift it here, that looks clunky. So all I do is I just bar all 3 of them now. Or you can do this. So minor 7 flat at 5th, minor 7 flat at 5th. So you got major 7th, minor 7th, minor 7 flat at 5th. Major 7th, minor 7th, minor 7 flat at 5th. So you've got 3 chords right there from these forms of 1, 5, 7, 3. The next one is a diminished. I'm not going to even bother with the formula in there, but you got, let's just say, A G diminished looks like this. Listen to the how it sounds. And a G diminished looks like this here. And I have another video. I talk about the diminished chord being a parental form of dominant sevenths, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So all right. So let's just go through these. So you've gotten, I think, about 4 chords out of this thing. Major 7th, 1, minor 7th, 2, minor 7 flat of 5th, 3, and then diminished 4. Okay, beautiful. Root always on the G string in that form. This one, 4 again. Major 7th, minor 7th, minor 7 flat of 5th, diminish. Okay. Oh, it's actually 5. I forgot one. Dominant 7ths. Ah, knew I was all these 7 things. Dominant 7th. And a dominant 7th is basically the same as a major 7th. But the 7th here, I flat it, and you get dominant 7th. And so it's the same as a minor 7th. You take it here. I'm sorry, major 7th. And all I'm doing is taking the 7th and flattening it. That's a dominant 7th. So all together, you've got major 7th, minor 7th, minor 7 flat of 5th, dominant 7th, and then diminish. Major 7th, minor 7th, minor 7 flat of 5th, dominant 7th, and a diminish. There you go. So from that, if you use those roots on the A and the D string, you basically, I guess, there are 5 formats that I did. So 5 times 12, that's 60 chords. Major, minor, minor 7 flat of 5th, diminished, and dominant 7. So 5 times 12 each way, because it's chromatic. That's 60. And if you do 60 times 2, that's 120. So that's 120 different forms you can figure out just by kind of grasping this format. It's going to help you play a lot of songs and open up your vocabulary. Sorry for the long video, but I love this thing called guitar. Hope it helps.